promoting businesses and organizations to help them reach their full potential, lighting the path to the success of your business, enhancing the lives of our listeners by talking about things that matters most, helping you to shine your light emotionally, mentally, spiritually, socially, and physically, spreading positive vibes. You've got it locked, and you're listening to Lyte Vibrations, brought to you by Lyte Communications right here on CBN Radio 90.9 FM. And now your host and our director, Natasha Letza.
Hello, you've got it locked and you're chilling with your girl here, Tasha T, bringing to you another episode, or should I say a very special episode of Lyte Vibrations here as we, counting down 2020 and we looking forward to 2021, right? So last year I did, a collection showcasing my DJing skills with some music and stuff. But this year, to close out the year, I wanted to do a compilation of, some very informative educational videos I did for my other platform, How to Shine Your Light. So this year I did, I think, about a 6 or 7 part series, abuse series, identifying abusive persons, how to tell what are the signs, what to do if you're in an abusive situation. And I think, 2020, Corona and all of that, we saw a lot or an increase in domestic violence. And I think that, I'll go ahead and share those videos or an edited version of the videos here on Lyte Vibrations. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys learn. If you want to see the video version, you can go ahead and look for it on our Facebook page, or you could go ahead to our YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube and type in Lyte Communications, and all 96 or 100 videos will pop up, and you could just go ahead and search those videos. You'll have to search a ways down because those were some of my earlier videos, right? So I hope you enjoy. If you know someone who is in an abusive relationship, please share it with them. Share the knowledge, because knowledge is power. Knowledge saves lives, and this information will definitely help you to get out of an abusive relationship. So wonderful 2021 when it comes. I wish everyone under the sound of my voice nothing but health, strength, peace, joy, love, wealth, all that is positive, all that you're meditating on that is positive for 2021 and beyond, not only for you but for your family. Today I want to talk about something that many people don't want to talk about, is abuse in relationships. There's so often you're seeing all sorts of level of abuse, and for right now, for this show, we're going to talk about domestic violence. And it's a cultural thing here in the Caribbean, stateside, all over the world, where people think it's okay to abuse their partners. It's okay to think that you own somebody in a relationship because that person decides to be with you. That is not okay. It's not okay for all the level of nonsense I'm seeing on social media, and who you talking to on the phone, and some kind of fight and some kind of you're somebody's property. If somebody decides to share their life with you, number one, that is a choice. And when they choose, for whatever reason, because people don't like to acknowledge what they do in relationship that cause people to leave, when they leave, that's their business. So number one, if you don't respect love and love leaves, let it go. Let it go. Number two, you don't own anybody in a relationship. That person chooses to be with you, and when they don't want to be with you anymore, that is their right. Let them go. And number three, you have to respect love. Love who love you, because all of it starts with that. And if you know somebody's into you and you're not into them, Do not string them along for any personal gain. Do not string them along to pay your rent. Do not string them along, to get money from them. Do not take advantage of love, because just like that, love turns into hate. Just like that. So I just, I'm going to do a whole series on this, but I wanted to start with those things because it's very important. When you're in a relationship with somebody, that's by choice. You don't own anybody, and stop proclaiming ownership over people in relationships. You love them properly, pick the right one, love them properly, and they're gonna stay. You can't want to be abusing people. You don't want to run around on people. You can't want to be mistreating people, and then when they go, you decide, or if they start to occupy their time with somebody else, you decide that you have the right to beat up on them. No, stop it. It's a fallacy. Stop it. Hate it. Stop it. So yeah, I went deep on you on that one, and more to come on this topic, because this is a topic that we need to talk about and have open conversations about, because it's ridiculous the level of violence being perpetrated in relationships today, and it's not serious. So the last time I brought up a very vexing issue about domestic violence in relationships, and I promised I would flesh it out a bit. For this program, I want us to identify, potentially abusive people, and this is vice versa, male and female, right? So to avoid certain things, it's best that the type of person that you're getting into a relationship with. So now this is some tips to, if you're dating, things on what you can look out for to know if the person that you're trying to get with is potentially abusive. So tip 1, you're not going to know anything about a person unless you do some background checks, right? So my advice is to find out as much as you can about an individual before you get into a relationship, that committed relationship or a sexual relationship. Talk to some of their exes, ask a lot of questions in the dating phase. Don't be so quick to, make the relationship sexual, because once you mix sex in the mix, it pretty much goes south after that, because now you're dealing with emotions and all of that. So before the relationship turns sexual, definitely interview people, talk to our ex, family members, friends, co-workers. Just pull as much information as you can about the person that you're interested in. Tip number 2, identify the potential red flags from early. If this person is only in the talking phase with you, and is already showing you signs of possessiveness, is already showing you signs of aggression, is already showing you signs of control, believe that person. Jealousy is not cute. Oh, he must like me a lot because he's jealous. And no, once you see the red flags, when people show you who they are, believe them. So if you see red flags, before you invest, especially before you invest sexually, cut your losses. Don't be too quick to say, yeah, we're in a relationship. No, we're talking. And if you don't like what you're hearing, if you don't like what you're seeing, cut and run. You understand? But because we throw sex in the mix from so early, we're under pressure as women, especially, to be in a relationship with them, because now we don't want our name saying we here, there, and everywhere with our kind of man, right? So when you add sex to the mix, it puts in extra pressure on you to stay in a situation that's not, what you want it to be, for fear of being stigmatized, for fear of feeling like you're a whore or whatever. So don't throw sex in the mix and you won't be pressured, right? And 3, you see this phone thing this phone thing from Ollie. Figure out what their policy is in terms of phone and social media and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So are you the type of person that want my password, want both of us to have each other's password? How do you feel about checking phones? what's going on with this phone and how you feel about it is very important too, because this phone thing just causes a lot of problems. So identify what's their stance on this phone thing, and basically test various scenarios, ask questions, do what you have to do, ask as many questions as you can, find out as much things as you can about a person, and when the person reveals their true self, believe them. So you're chilling here with your girl Tasha T, director of Lyte Communications, here bringing you another episode of How to Shine Your Light, because we really do care. We really want people to put their best foot forward. We want people to get the most out of life, and I'm saying knowledge is the key. Knowledge really is power. So arm yourself with the knowledge and you'll be powerful moving forward, right? So on the last program we talked about doing background checks and the importance of background checks, the importance of knowing certain policies and what people expect in relationships, and the importance of believing persons when they show you who they are, right? So today you think you did the background check, the person checked out, you got good reviews, and you decided, you asked your questions, you were satisfied with the answers, and you decided to move ahead in a relationship, right? So you're in this relationship now, and bit by bit you're seeing things creep up. So what are some of the things that you may have missed that would identify this person as a potentially abusive person? And this is male and this is female, because we have some female abusers too. Maybe they were abused in the past and decide dating that right now with no man, and you never know what causes a person to be abusive, right? But number one, if you see this person is trying to take you away from your family and friends, they're trying to get you to move to somewhere they can have you to themselves, or they're trying to exclude you from your family, or people that was in your life for a long time, people that you consider very close to you. They're trying to be the only person in your ear, basically. That's a red flag. I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody, if you have family members, if you have close friends, if you have close people you consider to be your loved ones, they should not want to take you away from your support network. So if you find that there's an issue of trust, mistrust, no matter how minute, no matter how big, it doesn't matter. Big things start from little things. So it will start with, who was that on the phone? Let me see. Or where you coming from? Who you were with? Let me call. It could start from some very small things, like not taking you at your word, and having to make sure you have to have somebody to corroborate every story. These are some little things that you could look out for potential abuse. And definitely, my third tip for today, if this person does not respect you, and by respect I mean if they're calling you all kind of names, similar to what we call dogs, treating you like you're nobody, treating you like you're the worst person out, and you should be glad to be in a relationship with them because you is this and you is that, and nobody want you, nobody gonna ever want you, and they're messing with your mind, and they're messing with your self-confidence, and they're trying to make you look at yourself in a negative light. That person is abusive. Okay, so watch out for the signs, watch out for the signs, and especially if it's all in a relationship, it's easier to get out, if it's later and there's children involved and there's property and there's a marriage and all of that, that's another level. But for the purpose of this one, we're just talking about people who just basically entering into new relationships because we want to save the next generation. We want to save the people. We want to heighten their awareness to certain things to let people know these relationships is not a game. Relationships is not a game. The person who you choose in your life could make you or break you, give you life or kill you. It's serious, so take your time. Take your time. On the last episode, we were talking about some abusive situations and, some potential signs to really evaluate whether or not your partner is abusive, right? So you see, bits and pieces of signs here and there, in your mind. You're still wondering, I wonder if this person is really abusive, or not. You still continue on with the relationship because you think that you can deal with it, whatever it is, whatever the situation. You're thinking, you know what, it's not that bad, I could deal with it. Okay, so you made that decision, and now that you've made that decision, you're seeing more and more things unraveling. An abusive individual will seek to control your mind, because once somebody has your mind under their control, they can puppet your body. So this person might, want to make you feel bad about yourself, make you believe that they're the only person that cares about you, make you believe that maybe what you're saying is nonsense, and make you try to second guess yourself. So that is an abusive person, right? Somebody who tries to downpress you and not uplift you, somebody who tries to degrade you and not empower you, that is somebody who is trying to manipulate you, that is somebody who's trying to control you. So you have to beware of those type situations. Another thing that you need to look out for is an abusive person will seek to control your whereabouts. They will tell you what time you should be here, tell you what time you should be there, tell you when to go, tell you when to come. An abusive person wants control of every aspect of your life. It's nothing's private, nothing is for you. They want control of your phone, they want control of your money, they want control of your decisions. They just want to captain your shit. Like like my mom used to say, they want to run your life and walk theirs. So that is an abusive person. And finally, an abusive person will disrespect you. Will disrespect you by the way they're treating you, by what they're calling you, by where they disrespect you. If you find that you have somebody in your life who's willing to make a scene with you in public, who's willing to call you names in public, call you names in front of family members, in front of friends, trying to show off on you at your expense, that is an abusive person. Okay, so at this point, if you're definitely experiencing these things, you are in an abusive relationship. And if the blows hasn't started, if they're shortly behind. And a bonus one here too as well, an abusive person, they do not trust you. They do not trust anything about you. If you turn your back, they want to know where you are every second of the day. They want to control your time. They want to know. They want to be the only person in your circle, or they want to limit the people you have in your circle. Okay? So know what you're dealing with when you get into these relationships. If you identify that somebody is abusive, don't wait till the licks start. Don't wait until they have taken you away from your family. Don't wait until they have you all to yourself and you feel like you don't have an escape. Don't wait. When you identify the signs early, cut and run. Okay. Hi, you've got it locked in. You're listening to your girl Tasha T here with another episode of How to Shine Your Light. So we're still on our abuse series, and the last program we did was a very seriously toned program, because it was getting more and more closer to the overt abuses, the physical violence within relationships, right? So you saw all the other episodes, and if you missed any, you could always go back on our Facebook page. You can always go back on our YouTube channel and catch all the episodes of How to Shine Your Light, because it's definitely an empowering experience, and definitely we're trying to arm you with the knowledge to move forward and make good decisions, right? So you've ignored all the warning signs. You've ignored, you decide I'm in love, and this man love me too, or this woman love me too, and you know, whatever it is they're doing, you could deal with it. Okay, so now the lick start, right? You know, maybe the first time it was slap, and maybe you were arguing and you get slap, and you decide, well, okay, that's not too bad, just one slap, and you know, maybe I deserve it, depending on what I was saying, because people who are being abused in a situation, they always could find out, or they could always blame themselves. They could always see it was my fault, so they might look past it. They might look past the abuse because they figure they call it upon themselves, right? Short of you hitting somebody, and short of you, like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you live with this person, and they actually catch you in the act of cheating, that's what you call hot-blooded. You never know what will happen in those types of situations, which if you're in a relationship, you should never do, right? But those type of situations, anything could happen. But so short of that, nobody, for any reason, should put their hands on you, right? It's not okay. You're not a child, you're not their child, you're an adult, and if somebody's putting their hands on you, they have lost control. They have lost control, and the more you take, the more you will get. So always remember that rule of thumb. It starts somewhere, and they will see, you know, what your threshold is, and they will manipulate you. So any form of physical violence will always breed more, even if it takes another month, even if it takes another year, it will always come back, because that person has crossed the line. So once that line has been crossed, I mean, some situations more than others, right? Where you might take a slap in the privacy of your own home, if you full-fledged get dragged and beat up in public, that might be a different response, you know. And then it might not, because I know of cases where people have been physically abused in public, and you know, they still stay with the person. But it all depends on what your tolerance is, what's your deal breaker. But I would encourage you to do not accept any form of abuse, because it only goes downhill after that. Okay, so make good decisions, people. If you're in an abusive situation and you need help, get help, but don't get help until you're ready for the help. Like we discussed in one of the previous shows, sometimes, you know, you have eager family members and friends ready to help you, but if you're not ready to be helped, all you're doing is wasting people's time, and all you're doing is creating enemies. So once you're ready to be helped, then ask for help. There are a number of, you know, support networks here in the territory that offers these types of assistance. You have social development, you have the police, you have the family support network, you have all of these Asian agencies locally who are ready and willing to help. All you have to do is make a decision. Okay, so once again, you've had it locked, and you've been listening to your girl Tasha T here, bringing you another episode of How to Shine Your Light, encouraging persons to, you know, live in harmony and love. Try to find people that compliment you and compliment what you like. Don't pick up somebody who you know ain't into some of the things that you're into, or they might be into some things that you don't like, and then pick them up and try to change them. If you can't love somebody for who they are, if they never change, then maybe that person is not the right person for you. We need to stop forcing people to be who we want them to be. Let people be who they are, and let us love them for that, or let us find somebody closer to the ideal person that we desire for our lives. Okay? So once again, you've got it locked in. You're listening to your girl Tasha T here with another episode of How to Shine Your Light. And I think I'm going to conclude this abuse series on this note. And next time we come back, we'll come back with a fresh new topic. Remember, keep your hands off of people's children. Okay? And if you feel you need to abuse people, then that person ain't for you. Walk away. All right. Blessings. And remember us, of course, for all of your marketing and communications needs. Contact us, like and share this video, like our pages on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and contact us if you need us. 284-545-7355, or hit me up on email, natasha@lytecommunications.com, for all of your marketing and communications needs. We also do data entry. If you're looking for an officer, we have all those services. So call us if you need us. All right, once again, be safe and blessings.
You've been listening to Lyte Vibrations, brought to you by Lyte Communications. Lyte Communications, your one-stop shop for all of your communications and marketing needs. From conception to completion, we offer the entire communications package. Choose Lyte for reach, results, and reliability. We have over 15 years experience, and we offer an array of services guaranteed to enhance your reach and increase your market presence. To showcase your business or organization on our program, contact Natasha Letzum at natasha@lytecommunications.com or via WhatsApp or telephone at 284-545-7355 to secure your package today. Community-minded individuals with knowledge in finance, health, business, relationships, spirituality, fitness, agriculture, healthy living, parenting, or any other topic that can enhance the lives of our community are also encouraged to contact Ms. Letzum to organize an interview. Thank you for tuning in to Lyte Vibration, and don't forget to tune in this time next week as we continue to bring you life-changing information. Until next time, shine your light.